In a world that moves faster each day, there is one simple yet powerful escape: running. A journey that takes you out of the hustle and into the rhythm of your own breath. But while running offers peace, it is far from easy. It's a sport that requires both mental and physical endurance, pushing you to confront your limits. It can be isolating, a path you take alone, even when surrounded by others. But there is strength, a reward found in the struggle and the determination. This is running, a form of escapism, a test of willpower, and a journey that leads to both the greatest challenges and the most profound rewards. Beyond the finish line, the journey of the body and mind. Running isn't reserved for athletes. It's not about age, skill, or experience. It's about the courage to start and the strength to keep going. For your body, it's a gift. Your heart gets stronger, your lungs expand, you increase your energy and flexibility. Every mile is an investment in your well-being. But it's not just physical. Running clears your mind. It gives you space to think, to dream, to leave behind stress. In those moments when your feet move faster than your thoughts, you're free. Running connects us. Whether alone or with others, the road becomes a place where we share the same journey. It's not about how fast you go, but about showing up and moving forward together. The benefits of running are endless. It's a path to better health and a clearer mind. But like everything, it comes with its challenges and struggles, and it takes a strong mindset to defeat these obstacles. Running isn't just about the race and the medal. That's simply the celebration of all the training that takes place before the start line. The training is where it gets real, where the lonely miles, heavy legs, and burning lungs shape you as a person. There's science to it: intervals, tempo runs, long runs, but it's also the mindset, the discipline to show up every single day and do it for nobody but yourself. The training is the part nobody sees, but matters the most. Studies have shown that training is the hardest part of the sport, covering long distances, mile after mile, with nobody to cheer you on. It becomes lonely, the body becomes fatigued, and self-doubt kicks in. The famous voice begging you to stop, telling you can't do it. It requires pure determination and mental strength to silence those doubts, block out the pain, and make the decision. The decision to either give up or be stubborn and achieve the goal. The challenges don't stop there though. One of the toughest hurdles in training is feeling dissatisfied with performance. No matter how hard you train, it can often feel as if you aren't progressing. You can run the same route, stay consistent, and have a strict routine, and still be dissatisfied with performance. Runners who go through this struggle often push themselves even harder to force progression, which can often lead to burnout. Burnout is silent but deadly. When runners push themselves too much without giving their bodies the rest it needs, they become fatigued both mentally and physically. Gradually, the body becomes weak and exhausted, becoming vulnerable to injury as it hasn't had time to recover and repair. And injury is the most dreaded of them all. Injury is the most feared factor in running, and yet unfortunately extremely common. Studies show that up to 79% of runners suffer with some form of injury each year, including mild strains or more severe injuries, such as stress fractures and tendinitis. The physical pain is a struggle in itself. However, it takes a toll on mental health when a runner is told they simply cannot run. Running becomes a lifestyle for many runners and plays a massive part in mental health. The majority of runners identify so strongly with their sport that being sidelined creates a loss of purpose, which can trigger anxiety, depression, and a decrease in self-esteem. Not being able to train can become isolating, not knowing what to do with yourself, and being put out of routine. It messes with mental health and is a major setback. What's been the toughest part of your career so far?
The toughest part was probably falling a few seconds short of running goals, like sub 230, sub 220. But it's also been the best part because it ignites a fire inside of you that burns brighter than ever and makes you want to smash it next time.
What motivates you to keep going when that voice tells you to stop?
I think the fact that I've done a lot of races and I know that whatever you put in during those moments when your voice is screaming at you to stop is like what you look back on and thank yourself for afterwards. So I'll go through that emotion so many times in a race where your brain's screaming to stop, but you've got to fight it. You've got to give it all you got.
And what's one piece of advice you'd give to runners starting out?
I would say enjoy your running. Like, you know what, the world's getting faster, that's for sure. There's always someone faster than you. So it's good to set goals, but ultimately you run best when you're enjoying it. So surround yourselves by running mates that bring out the best in you. And when you're enjoying it, you run your best. So yeah, soak it all up.
Training is what challenges the body and the mind, the endurance and stamina of the body, and the strength and determination of the mind. The mental strength to run mile after mile alone, silence the voice in the back of your mind, and get it done. And it all pays off when it comes to the victory lap. The victory lap. It isn't just a race, it's when the months of hard work and consistency come to life. Every early morning training session, recovery work, sore muscles and setbacks all come down to this moment. Whether it's a 5k, 10k, half marathon or the full 26.2 miles, the victory lap is where each runner has the chance to prove to themselves that the journey was worth every ounce of hard work. London, race day. When the crowds come alive, the atmosphere is electric and suddenly you aren't alone anymore. Over 56,000 runners took to the streets of London 2025, the biggest marathon in the world. From elites to first-timers pushing to become the best versions of themselves, world record holders and amateurs shared the streets to chase their goals and prove every single doubt they had wrong. In a field full of talent, Eliud Kipchoge, the man who proved science wrong, had the 2025 crowd behind him the whole way. In 2019, Kipchoge made history by running the first ever sub-2 hour marathon, completing the Vienna Marathon in 1 hour and 59 minutes. Behind this legendary figure followed a wave of elite athletes who had pushed their bodies and minds to the limits just to reach the start line, including Nick Bester, Philly Bowden, Anya Culling and Becky Briggs. These athletes have all started at the very beginning and have had plenty of challenges and setbacks along the way, proving that no matter what, no matter who you are, anything is possible and you can. You can push yourself to your limits, train hard and get yourself across that finish line through blood, sweat and tears. Running is more than just a sport. It's a journey through pain, self-doubt, determination and perseverance. It's pushing forward when everything tells you to stop. This is running.